Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I hope that you're all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night, or if you guys are out there in the world. So, XLS 68D, sponsored fees and reserves. Guys, how many times over the last roughly, I want to say a couple months, right, have we been seeing update after update after update regarding XRPL amendments? Now, for those out there that have been holding XRP and have been around the XRP community for a while, some of the biggest complaints from long-term holders is the lack of building, the lack of development, the lack of ecosystem tooling. And now we are starting to see major moves being made on the XRPL side from developers, from builders. And this is going to attract more users, more applications. This is a big deal. Now, this one specifically just dropped. It's a new spec for sponsored XRPL transaction fees and reserves, which would allow platforms to pay transaction fees and reserves on behalf of other accounts without needing to give away free XRP. This makes it way easier to onboard onto the XRPL. I've been tinkering with the spec for the last couple of months, and given the recent community discussions on the topic, I decided it was time to go public. As always, any and all feedback on the proposal is greatly appreciated. And I think that this is just great, guys. Like, as we really look at what's going on here, this is what we want to see, because this is coming, after we just saw the EVM sidechain being discussed. We also have the lending and borrowing protocol. Like, there's a lot of things happening around the XRPL now, and also coming to the XRPL. Over here, May 3rd, we also have XLS 47D, which is Price Oracle spec, and it's intended to bring off-chain data to the XRPL that can enhance real-world use cases like tokenized financial assets, decentralized finance, and more. Before the spec is included as an amendment in a future core ledger software release, Ripple Engineering has conducted a performance evaluation and concluded the XRPL remains performant under simulated mainnet conditions. So this is also another one that is so crucial for tokenized assets. Guys, data is the missing piece around mass adoption of tokenization. We just talked about this actually with Chainlink and Hedera. So this is a big deal, especially for the XRPL, to really kind of put it into a prime position around tokenization and the revolution happening around tokenized assets. Now, beyond this, right, I did put a post out back in September, actually, of 2023, and it was highlighting the importance of focusing on the EVM sidechain. I said there are some incredible proposals around the XRP ledger that are out there right now. One of the biggest proposals everyone is waiting for is the XLS 30D, which is the introduction of an AMM on the XRPL, which we did get. Don't overlook XLS 38D, though, which is the EVM sidechain, which is a direct gateway to over 100 million wallets and so much more. This is very exciting, especially for all XRP holders. These sidechains are very beneficial for major development adoption and expansion. I look forward to the future where there is thousands of use cases live on the ledger, creating endless value and demand for XRP. And yes, as we look at the XRP EVM compatibility background, actually, this was at the Apex, the XRP Ledger Development Summit. This was back in 2023. Interoperability, portability, lower cost, and also access to a broader user base of over 100 million plus unique wallets, which is a direct gateway to massive amounts of users. Also, developers, guys. The EVM had 61,000 new developers only in 2022, which is a bear market year. Guys, the XRP Ledger has about roughly 100 to 200 developers. So as we look at this, right, there's a large opportunity here to bring more developers in, bring more builders in, and even users in as well. Very exciting. Now, beyond this post, right, Pierce's Technology over here, we got a full breakdown of a new update actually regarding the EVM sidechain, which everyone should focus on. So already with how big the EVM sidechain is, these major updates and upgrades actually for it from Pierce's is a game changer. We have new important governance upgrades for the XRPL EVM sidechain. Tomorrow we will launch new key proposals to upgrade the network. Number 1, update the network gas price for a configuration more similar to production environments. Important for network security and scalability. Transaction costs should remain low, similar to Binance Smart Chain or even Polygon. Activate IBC channels to connect the network with the Cosmos ecosystem and support cross-chain applications. Number 3, chain upgrade to include new versions of Cosmos SDK and also Evmos Org SDK. All validators are also installing Cosmo Visor to automatically update their clients. The proposals will begin to be voted on tomorrow, the 29th, and the voting will last 7 days until Monday, May 6th. So this is actually happening very, very soon. And it's a major upgrade for the EVM sidechain. And I should say it's major upgrades because this is just expanding on what already is a huge endeavor for the XRPL. And I'm very excited about this. Now, why should we be excited about this? And what is a project that is building on the EVM sidechain? Well, the Futureverse. Now, this is a project that gets so much slack, so much hate around the XRP community, and it is because they received funding from, well, Ripple. If we look down here, raised in July of 2023, so last summer, $54 million. Lead investors 10T Holdings and also Ripple. Now, Ripple themselves, if we actually look at Ripple over here, we can see all of their investments. These are all of the investments that Ripple has invested into, going all the way back to about roughly 2019. Futureverse is one of the recent 3 investments. Now, this is a substantial one, obviously, because it is $54 million, but this is a combination of 11 different startups from sectors including blockchain, AI, the Metaverse, and gaming, with a focus on providing tech infrastructure for the Metaverse and leveraging blockchain for enhanced control over digital identity and data. Futureverse empowers developers to create imaginative worlds and fosters an open ecosystem for content and community engagement in the Metaverse. Now, by the way, for those out there that don't know, they have a massive following already on X, going all the way back to just May of 2022 with 58,000 followers. This was the announcement that we originally saw, right? Because there's already over 30 plus products, games, and experiences released. And this is actually with the launch of the Root Network as well. It's been an incredible year. And this was back in December, right? This is December 21st. So the list goes on and on around, all of the major players that are tapped in with, of course, the Futureverse. And they continue to expand and expand and expand. And I'm actually very excited about some of these, big collaborations that are actually happening. For an example, Open, right? This is Visit Open. This is a inspired Ready Player One sort of ecosystem, which I think is going to be very, very interesting. And by the way, they already have major players tied into the Futureverse. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. But just to kind of show you some of the quality of these players tapped in with the Futureverse, like look at the design work behind this. Like if you guys watched Ready Player One, then you know that this looks pretty on par with that. So pretty crazy stuff, guys. Now, outside of this is all happening around the Readyverse, which is the Ready Player One metaverse that is being created with, of course, the Futureverse. That's why we saw a $54 million investment round into this, because of the overall work being done here. But if we also go over to the Futureverse website, you can see just how quality this platform actually is and how it looks. If I'm betting big on something around the Metaverse, if I think that the Metaverse is going to be big, then obviously this is going to be one of those players. And if we actually look at the full ecosystem, guys, here are 4 of the major players on the first part. Then also over here, we see the other players tapped in terms of the ecosystem, and the list goes on and on. Here's some of the experiences and games as well. Like I said, this is a substantial... It's a massive ecosystem around the Metaverse and gaming. And here are some of the big names tied into the ecosystem. You have Ready Player One, Reebok, Warner Bros., and so many other ones. So definitely keep a close eye on this. And like I said, this is all, in collaboration with the XRPL as well, because actually going over here, big shout to Paul Barron TV, but also big shout to XRP Drops. We have XRP coming to the MetaQuest. The future of how Meta is going to be laying out the potential of what they are doing with not only the Quest 3, but also a lot of the apps and the projects that are being built out on this. Check this out.
Into Meta today, and we'll talk a little bit about XRP and the connection between these two giants and how this may also go into the future of crypto. You guys do not want to miss it. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back into TechPath. Is the connection with XRP. Now, this is something that is really going to tie into, I think, the future of how Meta is going to be laying out the potential of what they're doing with not only the Quest 3, but also a lot of the apps and the projects they're going to be building on this. If you go
Done! By the way, don't forget your rewards. You earned another 15 points. Do you want to collect now?
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm here whenever you need me. See you next time.
Earning rewards, earning points, those eventually I think will start to transfer into tokens. That's something that I think will be kind of this next evolution. The other thing that is going to happen is the uptake on adoption, because that's a very key component of how this will start to move through, a lot of those very fast bell curves. This is their marketing strategy and how they're going to go about it. Listen in.
The global fitness market sits at almost $88 billion and growing at a rate of 33% per annum. We're targeting a slice of that where consumers want one-on-one training at home or traveling abroad. We'll be launching with a subscription membership with reward incentives for loyalty and referrals. Our initial marketing push will target fitness and lifestyle platforms like TikTok and Instagram in order to build an engaged gym vibe community. We also aim to be first to market on Apple Vision Air due out in 2025. There'll be advertising opportunities through product placement, as well as partnerships with fitness brands and influencers. And we're partnering with our friends at Futureverse to make sure we're Metaverse ready.
All right, so there you go. The tie-in is real. What we'll see potentially is maybe XRP Ledger starting to make its way into MetaQuest and the ecosystem around that. And if you look at
Now, how could this very well be tied into this ecosystem outside of some of these other endeavors? Well, let's actually look more into this. So here we have Ripple and the Futureverse, the intersection of AI, Web3, and the Metaverse on the XRPL. To the post below, Futureverse, XRPL, MetaQuest, Root Network, which we just watched. Check this one out.
We chose XRPL and to work with Ripple and the XRP community for a range of things. But one of the things that we found interesting when we were looking at other layer ones out there to connect to was the kind of ethos around XRP and the community and the way the ledger was designed was aligned with our ethos to be lightweight, to do simple things really, really well, to reduce fees. All of those kinds of things align with providing good user experience.
And again, this just shows you how much both Ripple and also Futureverse see in each other in terms of the potential, the value, and opportunity. Now, following this, we also got over here Ripple and Futureverse. Futureverse CEO confirms our XRP is backed 1-to-1 by XRP amid claims of 362 XRP distribution. And here we have the full breakdown of this. So this is the Vortex token distribution reward cycle 1.0, 602,000 Vortex tokens minted, 2,074 number of nominators, as well as validators rewarded, 371 stakeholders or stakers rewarded. And this is the amount of tokens in the Vortex at the end of the reward cycle, 362,000 XRP, 4.7 million root, 147 Asto, and then 58 Silo. And here we have, excuse my ignorance, but the XRPL bridge account have only ever received 48,000 XRP. How is the network distributing the 360,000? And how does the root network have a total XRP balance of 680,000? And here's where we get that breakdown of how it is backed 1-to-1. Not how it was like 362 or up here it's like, yes, 362, sorry. So again, as we really look at this, like there's still a lot of exposure to XRP through this Futureverse endeavor. And also we got a confirmation just recently on June 19th of 2023, where XRP is actually utilized as a gas token on the new EVM compatible blockchain, which all of this will be fully, bridged onto or, working on which is going to be a big game changer. And we have Ripple in the Futureverse. The root network is a very advanced blockchain based on the substrate that is EVM compatible, EVM compatible, uses XRP as the gas token. The in-chain DEX will be connected to the XRP ledger. Now, again, this root network is what we just talked about with the Readyverse as well. If we actually look at this, like this is all, really kind of all connected in this ecosystem, which is very substantial. And by the way, here you can see some of the stuff around like the root scan, and up here is the launch of the actual root network. So very big stuff happening here. And, for everyone out there that was complaining about how, Ripple invested $54 million into this metaverse. It has zero value. Guys, it's not just a metaverse. Like this is the infrastructure for metaverses or any metaverse project out there. And as we do look at this, right, like they raised $54 million to marry AI and the metaverse together. And you can see, what they're trying to do here. I mean, guys, this is extremely high quality stuff. This isn't your typical, hey, it's a metaverse, buy into it. No. This is infrastructure. This is all infrastructure technology. And it's something that I find a lot of value in, considering the fact that when you look at the projects behind this, they're not your typical run-of-the-mill projects that have like Fiverr type artwork behind them. No, this is like substantial stuff. So very solid stuff. Definitely go check out the Futureverse. But I do think that if you are an XRP holder, this is definitely a huge endeavor that is going to possibly lead to mass adoption in the long term. And there's a lot of movement happening around the XRP ledger right now. So that's something to definitely get excited about. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than follow me on Twitter, as well as join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.